Hey guys, so picture this. My tenant called me screaming like crazy. Hey, my kids are taking a shit in the bathroom and everything is flooding. Everything is flooding from the bathroom and from the shower. What do I do now? Help me out. Bring a plumber right here immediately. Guys, welcome to another episode of Shit Happens. Literally, check this out. Hey guys, what's going on? Camilo here. Welcome to another episode of Shit Happens, where I go out every Friday and I share experiences as an investor, as a landlord, as a wholesaler of shit that happens in my business. So if you like what you're hearing, comment below, share, and subscribe to my channel below. Again, every Friday I share shit that happens in business. And the reason is I don't believe in business owners only sharing the good things that happen in business. I want to share the bad and the ugly, but what I learned from it and what happened. So today I'm talking about a busted pipe in one of my rental properties. So long story short, guys, my tenant called me at 10 p.m. Their kid was going on to the bathroom and everything was flooding immediately as soon as he flushed the toilet. Oh my God, what do I do? Honestly, the best thing to do in my case, or what I thought I should have done, was just take care of it the following day. But me imagining that I have a family with 5 kids, they can't use the bathroom. Obviously, they have a few other bathrooms, but that's disgusting. How can I solve this situation? Guys, I have a plumber willing to go 24 hours a day in my contractors list, and that's the guy who I called immediately. Of course, he's gonna charge an additional $100 of whatever job he does, an additional $100 just to get out there, in addition to whatever the cost of the repair is. But long story short, he went there like 11 p.m. I said, listen, I'll talk to you in the morning, see what's the best you can do. I told my contractor, see what's the best you can do. Here's the tenant's phone number. And guys, long story short, they were able to solve the problem within 45 minutes. They cleaned everything up, and we were able to to look for a solution the following day. But what ended up happening with this property, just so you understand, it's a rental property that I've owned for about 6 years, and my tenant called me like crazy. Oh my God, this plumbing is flooding through the shower, through the tub, and on the toilet as well. It's a mess and it's smelly, it sucks. So the guy snaked it out. They cleaned everything up to the best of their abilities. Now it was like 11:30, 12 in the midnight. But the next morning, I'm thinking, what should I do with this? And I started thinking, I wasn't too experienced with property insurance. And I'm like, man, what do I need to do? First things I gotta do is throw a camera in there. It's one of those little cameras that plumbers run through the line of the plumbing from the toilet and from the main line from the plumbing that goes on top of the roof of the property. So they ran the camera. It cost about $275 locally to me as an investor. Any retail person is gonna be charged about $400 to run a camera. But you're gonna be able to see what's going on. If it's a root in the foundation of the property, like a tree in the exterior of the house, compromising the plumbing in the house, or if it's something that is really clogged. Many times it happens that kids, they throw in the toys and they flush it, so the toys stay in there. So when they flush toilet paper or anything like that, or just regular waste, it clogs the plumbing in the property. So that's exactly what we did to try to find out how big of a snake do we need to snake out the problem and clean the plumbing. But long story short, guys, about 15 feet from the toilet, we found that the plumbing system in the entire house was the original cast iron pipes, and this property was built in the 50s. So we're talking about 70 years ago. They built this house with cast iron pipes, and in these neighborhoods with so much usage over the years, these cast iron pipes start to get rotten and they start to go bad. So there was a hole about 4 inches, actually like 2 inches. It was like this big, in a 5-inch diameter of a plumbing pipe, or 4-inch plumbing pipe. Imagine half of the diameter, it has a big hole in there. So obviously everything that goes in there, it gets stuck, and every now and then it starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it was able to create a clog, which caused the entire flooding in the rental property. Guys, long story short, to let you know what happened in the property and what happened with the situation is, with that, I was able to when I requested a solution for this, because the plumber just ran the camera and they told me, hey, this is what the problem is, but now how you're going to solve it. Now you have to dig into the entire foundation of the property, and that's going to create so much dust and problems, and the plumbing is so big. We need to create a map of where the plumbing is going in the house to see where we need to dig in, because most likely it's not just that one little part. It's probably the main pipe, the entire plumbing in the property may be compromised. So what do we do with that? So I was lucky enough to have insurance on that property. I called immediately after. I called my plumber, and after I got the video, like a couple days later, I was able to call an insurance adjuster person. I showed him the video. I showed him more or less where the map of the plumbing is in the house. And he told me, hey, we can file a claim on this. The repair to replace the entire plumbing in the house, I need to get my tenants out of the house for about 2 to 3 weeks, dig into the entire foundation of the property. So dig into the foundation, which is concrete, and take out the tiles, dig in about 4 or 5 feet down on the foundation of the property, replace the entire plumbing, most likely replace the entire tiles in the house, baseboards, and all the plumbing inside the kitchen and the 2 bathrooms inside the house. So it was gonna be about a $15,000 to $17,000 repair, and we were able to file a claim. I still had to go through the process. We still had to get the tenants out, and I'm telling you this happened about a year ago. I got my tenants out of there. I paid them $60, I remember, $60 a night for 60 days so they can take on a hotel. And I also paid them like $10 a day so they can buy some groceries and these and that to keep them happy, because at the end of the day, I was going to lose more money by evicting them or getting them out and finding them another property. We're still under contract, and she could have sued me on this. But long story short, they cooperated with me because they were going to have brand new plumbing. And when they came back, I ended up spending like $20,000 into these renovations. But I was lucky enough to work with a good plumber that was able to do the job fairly quick. And I was able to also work with a great insurance adjuster person. We took pictures during the entire process. We provided copies of the entire invoices. And I was able to get back, as an insurance claim, I was able to get back like $25,000, because the repair on the property, the repair and everything else that was attached to the floor had to be replaced, and the insurance covers that. But also they were able to provide me with money for the allocation of the tenants, because I submitted invoices from hotels and I told them the situation, and my insurance adjuster did a great job that I was able to get all of that refunded. So guys, long story short, it was a great situation. By the end of the day, I worked for free. I didn't make any money on this. It's not the intention, but I had new plumbing, I have new floors, I have new bathroom floors, not the entire showers, but just the floors and the toilets and the vanities. And I have new faucets in the bathrooms and a new kitchen sink and a new faucet in the kitchen for these rental properties. So I didn't make any money as per se, money going to my pocket, but as a landlord, my property improved a little bit by having that 1 month of work, brand new plumbing. Now I haven't had any problems, any issues since then with these rental properties. So guys, shit happened in business, and again, I want to share the things that happen in business and how we overcome that. So the lesson for the day is, treat your tenants right. Don't get desperate. Everything has a solution. And make sure, if you have rental properties or even in the property that you live in, this could also happen to you. Make sure, if you're watching this video, make sure you understand and you investigate and you dig deep into your insurance policies. What covers, what doesn't cover, and be advised by professionals. I couldn't have done this without a professional plumber that was able to guide me through the process. and I wasn't gonna be able to get this thing done if it wasn't for this insurance adjuster who very professionally helped me out getting this property renovating and getting the money back from this property. I thought that was gonna be money not wasted because my property is being appraised and is being renovated and is being repaired, and I was gonna have a happy tenant for a few more years, but I thought that money was gonna go down the drain and my profit and loss statement was gonna be super negative for this property for this entire year. But luckily enough, insurance covered it because I was well covered, and that was it, guys. Hope you like this video, hope you like this information. If you're interested in more videos like this of shit that happens in my business or any of my partner's business or my client's business, look at my YouTube channel, Cash Flow Talk. Every Friday I share shit that happens in business, and every Wednesday I do Deal Makers. Deal Makers, I interview people like you, people like me, entrepreneurs that are in the real estate business or in any business at all, but what we can learn from them, because you learn from them and I also learn from them. So guys, I'll see you next time. If you like this video, subscribe below, comment, let me know your thoughts. And if any of these things are happening to you, if you have some information that maybe you want to share on my channel, maybe some shit that happened in your business, let me know, guys. We'll do a quick interview, a quick Skype interview, and we'll add more value to you, to me, and to the viewers. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.